Why Rio Ferdinand left the UK and why so many rich people are following him to Dubai. That's the topic we're going to be looking at today. It's an interesting topic, but I think it's a topic that is especially relevant now as so many people are seen leaving the UK for other countries. So I recently saw a video that Rio Ferdinand had left the UK for Dubai. And I thought I'll chime in because it wasn't just about football legends chasing the sun. This is this part is much bigger financial migration that's happening right now, quietly but rapidly. High earners, celebrities, investors, even normal business owners earning over or between 200,000 and 1 million a year, they're all doing the same thing. Today, I'm going to break it down just why so many people are leaving, why Rio is leaving, and why the rich are leaving, and what the numbers actually look like, and how UK tax policy is accidentally pushing wealth out of the country. So let's get into it. So over the last few years, something interesting has been happening in the UK. Our biggest export isn't music. It's not footballers. It's not even tech. It's high income individuals. People who bring in serious money into the UK, people who are building companies, and people who invest, who hire, and who also create jobs. This can include anything from footballers, founders, influencers, YouTuber, consultants, coaches, crypto traders, property investors. The reality is that people are moving over from the UK to countries like Dubai. But here's the thing. They're not leaving because they hate Britain. No, far from it. They're leaving because financially, the UK makes it almost impossible to keep the wealth that you create. So we're going to look at what Rio Ferdinand is likely to actually pay in taxes if he stays in the UK, right? So let's break it down. The numbers for someone like Rio Ferdinand. Footballers just don't earn, especially when they're retired. They just not earn on the pitch, right? This is post-retirement. They actually make money from various sources, such as punditry, sponsorship, media deals, property, investments, brand collaboration, business ownership, right? So for someone earning between 2 to 3 million a year, staying in the UK means income tax 45% on earnings over £125,000. So let's say Rio Ferdinand earns 2 million from deals. 2 million to 125,000 equals 1.8 million taxed at 45%. That's £843,000 just gone like that. You've got national insurance, which is another 2%. So 2% of 1.8 million equals 37,000. You've got dividend tax, which is a percentage of 39.35%. So if some of this income flows through a company, dividend tax hit at almost 40%. You've got your corporation tax, which is 25%. So media companies often run as limited companies. Some of his brand incomes or content income may get taxed inside a company before he even touches it. So capital gains tax as well is up to £28,000 on property. So if he sells, more tax. And then what about inheritance tax? That's 40%. If his estate isn't structured properly, HMRC take almost half of his income. So just to summarize, if Rio Ferdinand earns between 2 and 3 million a year, he's easily given 1 to 1.5 million to HMRC every single year. Now imagine you have the option of living in a country where you pay zero taxes. That's when Dubai starts to look extremely attractive. Now we're going to look at Dubai's offer. It's not even a competition, if I'm honest with you. Dubai doesn't just reduce your taxes, it erases the taxes completely. Look, here's Dubai's offer, and this is what Dubai is offering you. 0% on income tax. Whatever you earn, you keep. 0% on dividend tax. So if you run a business, you pay yourself tax-free. You've also got 0% on capital gains tax. You sell shares, you sell properties, you exit even a company that you started, it is all tax-free, right? However, you do have 9% corporation tax, but only if it's above £80,000 profit, right? So that's profits under 375,000 AEDs, right? And anything below that is zero corporation tax. Above that, still only 9%. Now compare that to the UK, which is 25%. You see, Dubai isn't just tempting, it's financially life-changing. For someone like Rio, moving to Dubai could save him between 800,000 and 1.2 million pounds a year. So now we're going to look at why founders and business owners are now leaving too. So this part is important because it applies to founders earning £150,000, 300,000, or even £1 million a year. Now, it's not just celebrities. It's not just former sports players. It's the normal high-performing people. Here's why. Now, the UK's tax system punishes growth. Your reward for earning more, a higher margin of tax rate. In the UK, the moment you cross £100,000, you lose your personal allowance. Your effective tax rate becomes 60% between 100,000 and 125,000. Yes, I'll say that again. That is 60% of your income. Now, corporation tax jumped to 25%. Now, that's a jump from 19% to 25%. It means for a founder making £500,000 profit is now paying £30,000 more tax every single year. Dividend tax is now 40%. After corporation tax, you get hit with at a second time at 39.35%. So if your company makes £100,000 profit, £25,000 of that is corporation tax, £29,000 is dividend tax. That's 39.35% on the remaining £75,000. You walk away with roughly £45,000. In Dubai, you keep £100,000. Now, if we look at inheritance tax at 40%, if your estate isn't structured properly, HMRC takes almost half. Dubai is 0%. Now, look at the cost of living, for example. £10,000 a month in London, maybe average comfort life is what you live. £10,000 in Dubai a month, you are living a luxury lifestyle. So, for example, now, what about the community, right? The lifestyle, the community, and the new entrepreneur economy. Now, this trend isn't only financial. People are leaving because why? The weather is better. The weather is consistent. Crime rate is lower. I'm sure some of you guys have seen videos of people leaving handbags and keys, leaving it there for hours, nobody touches it, right? So it's safer. Crime rate is lower. Networking is incredible. Founders actually enjoy life there. The entrepreneur scene is exploding. The infrastructure is modern. Flight connects you globally in hours. And the quality of life is simply better for many people. Now, go to the DIFC on a random Tuesday, and you see more UK entrepreneurs there than you would find in Shoreditch, right? The environment is built for business. Everyone is building something special. Everyone is scaling something. Everyone is investing. Everyone is creating. And everyone is planning towards something. There's a momentum you just feel. The moment you get there, you feel it. And once somebody experiences that, the UK system feels slow, it feels heavy, and it feels like it's full of bureaucracy, right? And is expensive. Let's bring it back to Rio. Now, from the outside, it looks like maybe he left for the sun. He left for the peace. We mentioned low crime rates. Family life is better, right? It's safer out there. You've got a better lifestyle. We've mentioned the communities that you experience out there. But financially, and that's the key part, it's a masterstroke. You see, when I looked into Rio Ferdinand, he has a media career, he has brand deals, he has a YouTube show, he has a football academy, and he has properties. He's going to have international opportunities, right? Now, all of these become far more profitable when you're not paying 45% tax on it. So if Rio earns 2 to 3 million a year, and Dubai helps him to keep an extra £1 million of that, that's the difference, right? That's the difference between building generational wealth versus spending half of your life working for HMRC. So why does this matter to you? Well, here's the truth. You don't need to be Rio Ferdinand. You don't need to be a millionaire celebrity. However, if you're a founder earning 150K plus, a consultant earning 200,000 plus, a business owner earning 300,000 plus, a content creator earning 100,000 plus, an investor, or even somebody running a remote business, you owe it to yourself to understand tax residency, global structuring, and international tax planning, because your location now is part of your financial strategy. Please, I'm not necessarily telling you that you must travel out to Dubai or other countries where you can save taxes. But what I am doing is that now we've reached a point where people have to consider where they're living up as part of their tax strategy. Now, in the world where you can legally reduce your tax bill by 80 to 100% by changing where you live, it's no surprise people like Rio Ferdinand and thousands of founders have already done it. Hi, my name is Samuel Jala. I'm the founder of Arthur Hammett & Accountancy and Scale Up CFO. And what we do here, we help founders scale profitably, optimize cash flow, and make smarter financial decisions wherever in the world they choose to live. If you want a breakdown of how tax residency works, how people legitimately move from Dubai, or what it takes to structure your business globally, comment Dubai tax below and I'll create a full walkthrough for you. Take care and see you in our next video. If you did like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. See you soon. Take care.